Tribe, their #1 go-to game mode has always been hardpoint. Their gun skill, their teamwork, just phenomenal across the board. And it looks like we are ready to hop into the action.
Let's see how we're going to do it. Q9, Island, D-Chen, Oling, Tang, Dam. And for Tribe, we have Jez, Bolu, Tectonic, Vague, and Marshy. Let's see who's going to start things up. Jez getting that beautiful kill. Let's see if he can finally get one more. Oling's going to be in a little bit of a pickle up here in top laundry. Going to be proning just a tiny bit, slowing things down, but Tribe still has a solid hold here in P1.
And we saw the Tribe and Q9 guys talking yesterday about whether they were just going to agree to GA the SKS. Does look like they have done exactly that. So lots of Krigs in play for Q9. A little bit of a slow start, but the kills starting to come through. They're able to find the break right here and some solid map control up by top laundry for Uling. He's able to find 4 early kills, and I've heard a lot of players from a lot of different regions talk about his dominance and how difficult he is to kill. We'll see what type of impact he has for Q9 today.
Oling already having 4 to his name. The next person up to him is actually going to be Jez having that 5. So I feel like it's going to be them, the MVPs for sure. Oling being one of the best China teams, China players here. And now as we slow things down yet again, they're going to be trying to go in for that anchor point where player #1 is Jez trying to anchor that point up against Oling. Speaking up, but Oling wins that gunfight.
That's an absolutely massive gunfight. Locks in the spawns right there. They're able to break the hard point immediately. Players still spawning across the map for both teams right now. And it looks like Tribe's going to be able to hit the flank. Might be able to anchor spawns right here if they can win a couple of gunfights. That's going to be the opener, and that is huge. Q9 players spawning all the way across the map. And now an opportunity for Tribe to potentially get 30 more points. A little bit of a slow start for Island, but he's able to bounce back and able to occupy the hard point. So even with limited resources right here, they're still locking in the hard point time. Tribe not really capitalizing on what they've got right now, but they break back in and definitely got the setup to get the rest of those 20 seconds. Everybody on Q9 very happy to set up on the inside of that money hill.
Very early rotation coming in from Q9. That was planned to be player #3 and 1. That is Oling and Dam trying to go in there very early in the rotation and just give up with the scrap points. And that allows Tribe to get them a little bit of a lead. And now let's see what we can do to find going for the pick. But then one by one, they drop like flies, and Q9 2 only inside of the hard point as we see the rest of Tribe's actually going to be funneling through into the backside.
And right now the spawns are still pretty good for Q9. You got the reinforcements coming from Driveway, so they're still chilling. Tribe, main goal right here is probably just to contest as much as they want. No, they don't want to contest. They want the hard point for themselves. They're going to be able to break in right there. Now Marshy on that back doorway, the Purifier, he's going to be able to find 1, and looks like he's working on some streaks as well. A couple more should be able to lock in the Pred missile. Especially come that basketball court hard point, he can get some big value out of that. But Tribe, as expected, the dominant hardpoint team, and no surprise, 2020 MVP for North America, Tectonic, 11 kills on the board already. He has definitely turned out to be a huge leader for this team, and he is popping off the start.
That was a good break coming in from Tribe, and Q9 kind of, let it go because they went in for the early rotation, planning to get that full 60, but unfortunately for them, couldn't sustain very well. Same case goes over here. Early rotation coming into basketball, and as they're trying to get a hold of the spawns, not really quite winning the gunfights, as we see player #2 up in Spiral. That's going to be Bolu getting a lot of these kills as well, and not just that, secures it just for a moment. But player #1 coming in from Q9, that is Dam, tries to flush out all the players, but we can see over here, spawn control for Tribe.
And the thing about raid hardpoint, especially when it comes to basketball, there is no spawn control. You just try to stay in the right spot and hope nobody spawns on top of you, but it looks like they're going to be able to do exactly that, forcing Q9 to spawn out toward that pool side. It looks like they will continue to do so, as right now Tribe contend to just continue flooding on in. They're going to spawn a little bit higher up. Player spawns directly in front. D-Chen, unfortunate timing for him, and it continues to go the way of Tribe. Marshy doing everything he can to stay alive. Q9 able to break in, at least for the time being. But with only 15 seconds left to be gained right here, you gotta focus on that rotation up to P5.
Scrap points not being taken right now by Q9, but as I said that, player #3, that's going to be Oling, tries to get whatever scraps they have because it's 58 and 129. The points are going so far away. And now finding the rotation also very early from Q9. That's one thing I must commend them is that the early rotation, but Jez having the Pred stops the push.
There's just so much gun skill on this Tribe gaming team. You look across the board, The only player not above 10's marching, and he's the OBJ man. He does the dirty work for the squad. Uling doing everything he can to snake his way in. Jez finally going to get dropped right there, but the rookie having his way in this matchup. 18 kills on the board already. And Q9 really struggling to keep up. It just doesn't really seem like the teamwork's there. A lot of individual shells, and they're getting absolutely picked apart. Bolu going to pick up the scrap time here as well. And it may very well be a full 60 for Tribe. I take that back. Instant break for Q9, but they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to have a chance of getting back into this one.
Tribe gives away this particular hard point and moves on to the next setup. Very clean as they take out all the players all around P1. They have control of top laundry. I mean, that is a really good setup, especially player number 1 off in driveway. That's going to be really big. But good for him that Tang actually finally gets a really important kill. But 9 to his name, it seems like gun skills, Q9 struggling up against Tribe.
Yeah, and to be honest, this is not surprising. This is a Tribe Gaming team that has been known for their gun skill basically as long as they've existed. Tectonic, an absolute beam right there. Opposition has zero chance. Uling from the top side going to be able to find a kill. But as long as Tribe has those top laundry spawns, there's not a whole lot Q9 can do. We got one player on the flank, and just like that, the spawns are going to go ahead and flip an opportunity. And if you're Q9, you can go 40-20 right here, but you don't have enough time to continue going 40-20 splits. You've got to get some full 60s, and it's going to take some big sprees. Tang's on a 4 right now. He's trying to get 5. He does exactly that. Staying alive, and he's almost on a Pred missile. They're going to close that gap a little bit, cross the 100-point line, and it seems like the momentum's starting to swing a little bit. We'll see what Tribe can do to counter.
But it's all right. It's okay, because Q9's going to get in any other way. As we can see here, finally the rotation comes through into Kitchen. Both of them still not having a solid hold here in Kitchen so far. And now we actually saw 100 points in between them, but now the gap slowly closes, and still a lifeline coming from Q9 if they get a solid hold here.
Right now, Tang's hoping nobody comes through that doorway. Purifier still in hand, got a little bit more to use, and he's going to find one in the backside, but Tribe still controlling those spawns, and as long as that's happening, there's no real hope for Q9 finding a break right here. They've got to find a flank. Dam's going to be able to find one, and oh my gosh, does he get obliterated by the claw right there. Jez doing everything he can to defend on the inside, and he is tearing them apart, and there's the reinforcements for Tribe. That's that teamwork, the cohesion on point, the communication is there. They're still on the inside of the hard point and only 40 points away from closing out map 1.
This is something similar that we saw in that first respawn, where we saw a very early rotation coming in from Q9 here in Garage, and now no contest whatsoever. Scrap points going to the favor of Tribe, where you should not be doing that in the first place. And now for Tribe, they did such an amazing job at the break a while ago, and now let's see if they can finally take it. But maybe they can, as Tang gets 2. That's going to be really big for them. And now for Tribe, they only have one operator to try and go and fill it.
Yeah, right now the operator availability is very, very low. This is what we typically consider to be a money hill, but Q9 was not really able to get a whole lot of time despite their early rotation the first time around. And just like that, Tribe's going to break on in. Uling, the only one there to defend, he gets shut down. And if I had to guess, that might be the end of map 1. Tribe, so clean on the breaks. The holds have been untouchable. Tang's got a freaking EMP system, but this late in the game is not going to be able to do anything. And you can see the importance that the teamwork playing for Tribe Gaming right now. A dominant map 1.
2 points left. Contest for just about half a second. There you go, Tribe Gaming. A very convincing first win here in Hardpoint Raid. And this is what we expected in the first place. What a beautiful win.